And if we look at what set the tipping point out, was a device called Google Cardboard. In 2014, there were two Google designers that in their free time, they get to work on Google projects, they developed an inexpensive viewer and system for seeing 3D, for immersing somebody in virtual reality. This changed the ballgame. When Cardboard came out in 2014, it was all of a sudden, wow, I don't have to spend thousands of dollars on this. All I need is a few dollar investment because I already have the cell phone. Cardboard itself, it was released in cardboard. In fact, the first version of it, you had to construct yourself. Some of you may be familiar with that, where you had a sheet of cardboard, you had to cut it out, fold it. Later on, they came pre-fashioned so that you already had the viewers assembled. But cardboard itself was built out of the same material that was used to prototype it. How cool is that? How many of you are teaching engineering? Well, if you're teaching science, you better be teaching engineering. You look at the 21st century standards, no matter if you're using NGSS or state standards, it's all coming out from frameworks. And engineering now takes that same level of importance as life science, physical science, earth and space science. So you're going to be teaching to that. Now, if we're looking at engineering design, this is so elegant, simplistic, and cheap. Cardboard is the carriage. It really sets up a device which is set for shooting a right eye image to the right eye, a left eye image to the left eye. But there's so much more, because you need a smartphone. The smartphone is the brains of this viewer. That's why the carriage is so inexpensive. Smartphones, although they weren't developed for VR, were pre-adapted. Well, I really sound like a scientist here. Pre-adapted for their role in VR. First of all, they had a screen. And the screen could easily be divided into two halves, where you have a right eye image and a left eye image. Looking familiar? This should look like that old Zeppelin picture already. That we've got right eye image and a left eye image. All right? Also, they have motion sensors. Here's where we take a step up from ViewMaster. Where ViewMaster, you were locked into the same view with that single reel. Suddenly, with motion sensors, as I turn my head, the scenery changes. And that's already built into the phone. Pretty cool. The phone also has a wireless connection. Brilliant. You can download all your virtual reality experiences into the phone. The phone is able to store multiple libraries of experiences. Pre-adapted. It also has audio input, because some of the best experiences that you will have in virtual reality have audio. And you are just immersed in the sounds. They also have a magnetometer. Magnetometer? You know, magnetometer, why would a magnetometer come into play for VR viewing? Interesting, and here's where we get back to the brilliance of engineering. All cell phones, or most cell phones, are different. They have different positions for the buttons. I mean, if you look at them, however, they all have a magnetometer. So what the magnetometer is used as is an input for clicking. So when you look at a cardboard viewer, there is a lever. And on the other side of the lever, if you take a part off, you look at it, you'll see that there's a magnet. As you depress the magnet, it changes the local magnetic field. The cell phone detects that local magnetic field change, and it interprets it as a mouse click. How cool is that? This is brilliant stuff. The cell phone is made for seeing VR.